What is up everyone, it is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you to the first episode of a two-part miniseries on the channel, What If Goku Was in JOJO'S Bizarre Adventure. If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. There's a link in the description of the video to join my Discord server, and also to become a channel member if you want to support the channel. I have our other channel where I post Star Wars What Ifs, and I'm going to be posting the first video on my gaming channel very soon, so if you want to check them out as well, then they are also in the description of the video. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into the first episode of What If Goku Was in JOJO'S Bizarre Adventure. So, the first thing I'm sure you're wondering is what part of JOJO this series begins in. And I think it only makes sense for it to begin in part 3, as that is the first part of JOJO where they are in Japan. And just to make it clear, this isn't going to be Goku from canon coming into JOJO. This is an entirely new character based off of Goku, and you'll see what I mean once we get into it. Part 3 of JOJO starts off the same, with Joseph Joestar and Abdul coming to Japan, as Jotaro Kujo's stand, Star Platinum, has awakened, and we head to where Jotaro and Kokuin have their first encounter. But this time, we see that nearby, there is another man in a school uniform leaning on a tree and listening in on their conversation, and he smirks as he has found one of the people he is looking for. We now head to when Jotaro and Kokuin begin their battle in the nurse's office. However, in the middle of their battle, the man from before kicks open the door and both Jotaro and Kokuin look in shock. The man smirks, getting in a pose as he introduces himself as Goku, Son Goku, and he demands the man in the green uniform tells him where his master is hiding. Kokuin mockingly asks what Goku will do if he doesn't tell him, and Goku smirks, saying that he will show him. Goku's stand then emerges, and he introduces his stand as Oozaru, the stand with a primal rage. Kokuin's Hierophant Green then rushes towards Goku. However, Oozaru grabs Hierophant Green and begins to squeeze him. Jotaro then using this opportunity, and Star Platinum begins to throw a flurry of punches at Hierophant Green, which knocks Kokuin out. Jotaro tells Goku that he didn't need his help, and Goku simply laughs and scratches the back of his head, saying that he knows, but he wanted a bit of fun too. Jotaro then tells Goku that he has a lot of explaining to do. But first, he tells Goku to come with him as he picks up Kokuin's unconscious body, and him and Goku walk to Jotaro's home. After they arrive, Jotaro removes the flesh bud from Kokuin, and while Kokuin is resting, Jotaro now tells Goku it's time he explains himself. Goku tells Jotaro and the others that he is looking for Dio, because he is working with the man who killed his brother Raditz, and he will avenge his brother, no matter the cost, even if it costs him his own life. Joseph pats Goku on the back, welcoming him to the team, and after Kokuin eventually wakes up, he explains his encounter with Dio, and how he was taken under his control. Jotaro's mother also still falls ill, due to her body not being fit to withstand her stand, which means the same team as usual, with the addition of Goku, set off to hunt Dio down, and bring an end to him once and for all. The group decide to take the same route as in canon, meaning like normal, when they are trying to have a meal in a restaurant in Hong Kong, they have their first encounter with Polnareff. However this time, instead of Abdul taking on Polnareff, Goku says he wants to take him on. He hasn't had a good fight in ages. Goku slightly smirking as he looks at Kokuin. Kokuin looks away and sighs, and Abdul does want to fight Polnareff. However, he sees a determined look in Goku's eyes, so he reluctantly agrees, so they all walk outside, and Polnareff and Goku begin to square off. Polnareff summons Silver Chariot, and Goku summons Oozaru, and the two stare at each other with a staggering intensity. The battle then commences, with Polnareff having Silver Chariot rush straight towards Goku, as he begins to slash at him, however Goku is dodging each attack that comes his way, with seemingly no effort. Polnareff asks how Goku is avoiding his Silver Chariot, however Goku simply laughs, saying Oozaru has an ability known as Danger Sense. It allows Oozaru to sense any danger which is about to come his way, and with Oozaru's great speed, it allows Goku to dodge the attack. Polnareff then has a slight grin, saying if that is the case, then Silver Chariot just needs to be faster than Goku's Oozaru, And then, Goku's eyes widen as he watches pieces of Silver Chariot's armor drop onto the ground. And when Silver Chariot rushes towards Goku again, Goku is barely able to react in time and narrowly dodges out of the way. Silver Chariot continues to slash at Goku, with Goku narrowly avoiding each attack. But then, instead of dodging Silver Chariot's blade, Uzaru catches the blade, and to everyone's complete shock, Uzaru snaps the blade in half. Uzaru then throws a barrage of punches at Silver Chariot, greatly injuring the stand, and without Silver Chariot's armor, it gets injured to an even greater extent. Silver Chariot then disappears as Polnareff is knocked out, and Goku then signals for Jotaro to come over and remove the flesh blood using Star Platinum, and like normal, Polnareff joins the team soon after. From here on out, events remain fairly similar, other than Goku fights some of the enemy stand users instead of other people from the Joestar group in canon. However, this all changes after the group arrive in the city in Egypt where Dio resides. Goku being around hasn't made much of an impact in the story just yet. However, this is where things will begin to change thanks to Goku's involvement. We now head to when the Joestar group enter Dio's mansion. Jotaro, Joseph, and Kokuin are still dragged underground, and are forced to compete in a series of video games against Darby, and Goku is in the group with Abdul, Polnareff, and Iggy, as they go further into the mansion in search of the others. Abdul shows off a new ability, which allows his fighters to sense their surroundings, while Iggy uses his impeccable sense of smell. Goku knows his danger sense will be the final resort if all else fails. The group are looking around, and Goku has a strange feeling. Goku then turns around, and he shouts to get out of the way, but tears fall from his eyes as he sees Abdul killed in an attempt to save Polnareff. Goku lets out a primal roar, his Uzaru stand doing the same, and to Polnareff's shock, a beam of light comes out of Uzaru's mouth, and it shoots a giant hole in the mansion. Goku has a burning rage in his eyes as he shouts for Polnareff and Iggy to run and find the others. He will deal with this enemy himself. Polnareff refuses to leave, saying it is his fault Abdul died, so he has to be the one to avenge him. However, Goku says that this isn't a discussion, and he shouts for them to go. Polnareff and Iggy reluctantly leave, meaning Iggy won't die here, and then Goku takes on Vanilla Ice alone. Goku knows he's the best suited to take on Vanilla Ice due to Uzaru's danger sense, and even though he was too slow to save Abdul, he won't let this enemy kill anyone else. He will first avenge Abdul by killing Vanilla Ice, and he will then avenge his brother Raditz by killing Dio's ally, who he only knows of by name, Vegeta. In Dio's room, Dio is drinking a glass of wine, while a mysterious figure is pacing back and forth. Dio tells the figure to relax, and the figure tells Dio to shut up before he kills him. The only reason he's even allowing Dio to live is because he has brought him the man he has been seeking. The man with the same stand he has. And this is where we're going to end off this part. We begin this video with the battle between Goku and Vanilla Ice. Goku using Uzaru's danger sense in order to dodge Vanilla Ice's unpredictable attacks. Anytime Vanilla Ice appears to attack, Goku evades and then counters Vanilla Ice with an attack of his own, and with Uzaru's great strength, Vanilla Ice is taking a great deal of damage, which leads to the reveal of Vanilla Ice being a vampire thanks to Dio, just like normal. However, unlike in canon, where Vanilla Ice dies to sunlight, Goku uses his recently discovered ability, and Uzaru shoots a beam out of his mouth, which completely vaporizes Vanilla Ice. Goku then breathing a sigh of relief, as he avenged his friend Abdul. Now, it is time he avenges his brother Raditz as well. We head back to Dio's room after Vegeta just threatened to kill Dio, and Dio glares at Vegeta, then appearing behind Vegeta, and Vegeta is shocked that he couldn't even track Dio's movements. Dio then tells Vegeta that if he believes he can kill him, then why don't they test that ridiculous theory of his? The two stare at each other with a ferocious intensity. However, the two then look to the door of Dio's room as they hear people on the other side. On the other side of the door, we have Goku meeting up with the rest of the group as they enter the room, and the events with Dio's coffin take place, with the Joestar group jumping out of the window to escape Dio. And when night strikes, and Dio leaves his mansion to hunt down the Joestar group, Goku sees a different figure on a rooftop observing them. Goku's body gets a strange sensation when seeing the figure. It has the urge to go to the figure. Goku tells the others he will catch up as he jumps away, the others screaming for him to come back, but they know they don't have time to stop him. The figure runs away as Goku chases after him, jumping from building to building until they arrive on a bridge, and the figure stops running away and stands still. Goku tells the figure to tell him who they are, and the figure turns around, smirking as he introduces himself as Vegeta, and he says that Goku must be the one Dio referred to, the man with the same stand he has. Goku's eyes widen as tears begin to fall from his eyes. Vegeta, that name, it couldn't be. He couldn't be the one that killed Raditz, the one that killed his brother. Vegeta laughs, saying now that he thinks of it, he does remember a stand user he fought called Raditz, a weakling he killed many years ago. Goku shouts that his brother wasn't a weakling. He was a strong and proud stand user that protected him ever since his parents died against an anime stand user who goes by the name of Frost Demon. Vegeta flinches when he hears the name Frost Demon, almost as if he's afraid by the name alone. Vegeta would then recompose himself and says that if Goku believes his brother was strong, then he is disappointed. He expected someone with the same stand as him would bring him the challenge he so desperately craved. However, only a pathetic weakling would consider Raditz strong. Goku has had enough of hearing Vegeta call his brother weak, so Goku summons Uzaru as he rushes towards Vegeta, attempting to punch Vegeta directly in the face, but to Goku's complete shock, Uzaru's fist is catched by Uzaru. Vegeta smirks, asking if Goku paid any attention to what he said. They have the same stand, however his is the stronger of the two, and he is here to prove that fact. Vegeta's Uzaru then punches Goku in the gut, making him cough out blood, and the Vegeta's Uzaru kicks Goku back. Goku wipes the blood from his mouth, as Uzaru charges up a mouth beam and fires it at Vegeta. Vegeta scoffing, as his Uzaru does the same, with a purple beam instead of Goku's blue one. The two beams clash, creating large shockwaves which shake the bridge they are standing on. Goku is using his rage to make his beam even stronger, and Vegeta thought he was going to win this battle easily, but Vegeta is actually struggling to keep Goku's beam at bay. The two stand users are putting all of their energy into the beams, however both of the beams dissipate as they counter each other out. The two both begin to breathe heavily, Goku sweating profusely, as he thinks he is lucky he trained as much as he did after Raditz died, because if he didn't, then he would certainly be dead after that attack. Vegeta is also sweating, and he is furious. How could this weakling scum counter his most powerful attack? Goku stands up straight, and he points at Vegeta, stating that the both of them won't be leaving this place alive. Either he or Vegeta or both will perish, but there is no possible outcome where the two of them survive. Not after what Vegeta has done. Vegeta maniacally laughs, saying that Goku is a fool to believe that he even stands a chance against him. He will kill Goku just like how he killed his brother, and then he will be able to see his precious brother in the depths of hell. Vegeta then rushes towards Goku, and Goku rushes towards Vegeta. The two stand users attempting to punch each other at the same time, which causes their fists to clash, and the two begin to throw a flurry of punches at each other, both of them landing an equal amount of blows. On each other, and also dodging some blows from each other as well. The fight carries on for some time. Both stand users are putting their all into this fight, and both of them are driven to win this battle. Vegeta for his pride, proving not only that his version of Uzaru is superior to Goku's, but also superior to any other stand in the world, and Goku is fighting to finally avenge his brother Raditz, after all this time. Every day, Goku has been plagued with the thought of what may have happened if he was there when Raditz died. Maybe he could have saved him, but deep down, Goku knows it wouldn't have made a difference. He just would have died as well, which Goku believes is the reason he was spared from that fate. It is because he is an Avenger! Goku stares at Vegeta, and to Vegeta's complete shock, both Goku and Uzaru are covered in a golden glow. And Goku shouts that this is where it all ends. Vegeta isn't going to survive this attack. Uzaru begins to power up another mouth beam, and Vegeta's Uzaru does the same, and with a primal roar from both sides, the two fire their final beams. Vegeta is dumbfounded that Goku seemingly found a way to evolve their stand Well, he couldn't, and Goku was overpowering Vegeta, but Goku seemed to be holding his heart in complete agony. It seems this mode he's currently in drains his life force, and converts it into a short burst of power. Goku knows that no matter what happens, he is going to die here. Either he dies to Vegeta, or his life force is completely drained. But Goku at least wants to take Vegeta down with him, so with a final primal roar, Goku uses the last of his life energy, as his beam's power significantly increases and hits Vegeta head on. The smoke clears, and Vegeta is seen standing there with Uzari in a blocking stance. However, after his Uzari goes back to its normal stance, his Uzari disappears, as Vegeta falls to the ground, lifeless. Goku then faintly smiles, dropping onto the ground, and he sits as he finally did it. He is finally at peace now. He can finally see his brother again. Goku slowly turns his head back, and he sees Jotaro and Dio arriving, as their own battle continues, and Goku faintly laughs, coughing out blood, as he mentally apologizes to the others. He hopes that they are all alive, and he hopes they can forgive him for leaving them to take on Dio alone. Goku then looks at Jotaro one last time, Jotaro turning and seeing Goku, but when Jotaro looks at Goku, he watches as the rest of Goku's body falls to the ground, as Goku dies. Jotaro beats Dio like normal, and unfortunately, Iggy dies in the fight against Dio, along with everyone else who died in canon. Meaning from here on, the rest of the JoJo timeline plays out like normal. So with that being said, this is where we're going to end off this 2-part mini-series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Yeti Myth, Toma Mud, Mystic Angel, Jonathan Way, XDK What Ifs, Crimson Dragon 5401, Neo Whitcomb, and Destroy God Broly for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of a video and get other perks like the channel members here, then there is a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me and it helps me immensely. With all of that out of the way, hope to see you all in the next video.